Hello and good morning, good day, magandang araw. Kamusta? Kamusta ang first day ng ating school year? Okay, so welcome to grade 10 mathematics class. Okay, so our first topic for this year is generating patterns and arithmetic sequence. Okay, so ano ba yung patterns? So example in the picture we have zebra. So it has vertical lines on its body. So meron siyang pattern na ganyan. Pag merong ganyang kulay, it means zebra siya. Hindi siya kabayo. Or hindi siya yung ordinaryong kabayo. Next, we have the picture. So, of a flower. So, paano ba siya ang pattern? So, paano ba ang pattern ng pagkakalagay ng petals niya at saka yung shape ng petals niya. And then yung color. Next, we also have the building, yung itsura ng windows, yung mga poste, tsaka yung tower sa itaas. We also have another flower. So, the shape ay stars. And then also the fireworks. So, anong kulay, gaano kalayo, gaano kalaki, ang timing ng pagtutok ng bawat design. Yan. So, these examples are or involves patterns. So, generating patterns. So, tayo dito. Each item below shows a pattern. So, what is the next shape in this pattern or pictures? Okay, so the answer is 4 triangles. Okay, so pattern. Paano ang pattern? So, first, we have one triangle, then followed by one rectangle, then two triangles, then another rectangle, and then three triangles, another rectangle, and then the next figure or shape is three triangles. After three triangles would be another square. Okay, what is the next set of the letters? Okay, for this one we have A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N. So next will be P, Q, R, S. Sino nakakuha? Okay? So, paano nakuha ang P, Q, R, S na sagot? So, sundin lang natin ang English alphabet. A, B, C, D, E is skip or remove. F, G, H, I, J is removed. Then K, L, M, N, O is removed. Then P, Q, R, S. Nakuha? Okay, very good. Next, what is the next number? 0, 7, 14, 21, 28, and the next number is 35. Okay? Madali lang ito kasi nag-a-add ka lang ng 7 after each term. Okay, what is a sequence? Okay. So the set of all shapes and the set of numbers in the previous slides are called sequences. So nagkakaroon ng pagkakasunod-sunod. So yun ay tinatawag na sequences. Okay, so in mathematics, a sequence is a function whose domain is the finite set 1, 2, 3 hanggang n or the infinite set 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, so meaning ng tatlong dots na yan ay continuous. Continuous siya. So example, you have n, the number of terms, there are 5 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 terms. And our sequence would be 3, -1, 1.5, 10, and 5. So this sequence is considered as a finite sequence. Bakit siya finite? Kasi limited lang ang ating number of terms. So ang domain natin ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lang. So ito yung ating sequence. So we may use the notations A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, hanggang a sub n to denote a of 1, a of 2, a of 3, and a of n respectively. So it means a sub 1, pwede natin gamitin ang ibig sabihin yan ay first term. A of 2 is second term, A of 3 is third term, and A sub n is nth term. Same with A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, and A of n. Okay? So, pareho lang yan sila na meaning. Okay, another example. We have n is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then remember these three dots, ang ibig sabihin na continuous. So, ibig sabihin ito, yung sequence natin 4, 7, 10, 13, and so on. So, meaning, continuous siya. So, kapag continuous siya, this is an example of an infinite sequence where a sub n, so define ang ating sequence ng a sub n is equal to 3n plus 1. Okay, so kaya natin kunin yung ikasampu na term gamit ang equation na ito. Okay. So later, malalaman natin paano kunin ang n term ng isang sequence. Okay. Finding the first n terms of a given sequence. Example, find the first three terms of the sequence a sub n is equal to n plus 4. Okay, for n is equal to 1, we are going to substitute the value of n in our equation. So, papalitan lang natin ng 1 yung n natin dito. So, kaya ito ay nagiging 1. Then, simplify. So, we have a sub 1 equals 5. For n is equal to 2, ganun pa rin, substitute the value of n to our equation. Dito. So, we have 2 plus 4. Simplify, we have second term is 6. For n is equal to 3, we have a sub 3 is equal to 3 plus 4. So a sub 3 is equal to 7. So therefore, the first three terms of the sequence a sub n is equal to n plus 4 are 5, 6, and 7. Okay, next, another example. Find the first 5 terms of the sequence a sub n is equal to 3n minus 5. For n is equal to 1, ganun pa rin, papalitan natin ng 1 yung ating equation. So, 3, instead na n, magiging 1 minus 5. Simplifying, 3 times 1 is 3 minus 5. So, the answer is negative 2. For n is equal to, substitute 2 to our equation. So, 3, instead na n, magiging 2. Observe that kapag nagpapalit tayo ng n, kung ano yung papalit natin, ganun din dapat ang ipapalit natin sa ating subscript. So meaning, a sub 2 is second term. So this is our n. Simplify, we have 6 minus 5. So we have a sub 2 is 1. And for n is equal to 3. So 3 times 3 minus 5. We have 9 minus 5. The answer is 4. So at this point, you have to solve for n is equal to 4 and n is equal to 5. So you may pause this video to solve for the n is equal to 4 and n is equal to 5. Okay? Na-solve na? So the answers, the first 5 terms of the sequence a sub n is equal to n plus 4 are negative 2, 1, 4, 7, and 10. Who got it correct? Congrats if you got the correct answer. Arithmetic sequence. Okay, consider the sequence. Ano naman yung arithmetic sequence? So let's consider the sequence 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So what is the pattern in the sequence? Anyone? Okay, so we added 2 to 3 and we obtained the next term 5. We added 2 to 5 and we obtained the next term 7. Then we added 2 to 7 and we obtained the next term 9. And so on. We added 2 to 9 and we obtained 11. Okay, so what do you call the number 2 in the above sequence? Okay, the number 2 in the sequence is called common difference. So how are you going to determine the common difference? It is by subtracting the second term to or subtracting the second term by with subtract the first term to the second term. Okay, subtract the first term to the second term, and or another subtract the second term to the third term, or subtract the third term to the fourth term. Okay, so we have the common answer na 2. So if we have a common difference, then the sequence is called an arithmetic sequence. So kapag nagkaroon tayo ng common difference, pare-pareho yung pag-subtract natin. 5 minus 3 is 2, 7 minus 5 is 2, 9 minus 7 is 2, 11 minus 9 is 2. So nagkakaroon tayo ng common difference. So ang tawag sa ating sequence ay arithmetic sequence. Okay, so paano natin kunin ang nth term ng ating sequence? Okay, so halimbawa, we have the nth term. So we have our sequence a sub 1 is equal to 3 and the common difference is 2. So we will use the formula. Oh, we will use this one. Get the first term, 3. So yan siya, the first term, plus the common difference is 2, 2n. Then minus 2. Okay, so ito yung ating i-add. 2n minus 2. Saan kinukuha yan? Dito sa ating common difference. Okay, so simplify, we have 2n plus 1. So let us check kung tama. So use n equals 2 if we get an answer of 5. So kung n equals 2, yung pangalawa, dapat 5 ang sagot natin. Okay, so a sub 2 is equal to 2 times 2. Substitute natin yung 2 dito sa n natin. Plus 1 is equal to 4 plus 1 equals 5. So, correct. For n is equal to 5, example, so dapat makuha natin ang 11. So, kasi limang term ang 11. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Substituting a sub 5 is equal to, meaning ang fifth term natin ay 2 times 5 plus 1. So, 2 times n is 5 plus 1 is equal to 10 plus 1 equals 11. So therefore, a sub n is equal to 2n plus 1. So the nth term of the sequence 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on is 2n plus 1. Okay. Next, we have another sequence, negative 5 minus 1, 3, 7, and 11. What is the nth term or a sub n? So we have in our sequence, the first term is negative 5 and the common difference is 4. How did we get 4? So that is negative 1 minus negative 5. The answer is positive 4. 3 minus negative 1 is positive 4. 7 minus 3 is positive 4. 11 minus 7 is positive 4. Okay? So, applying our formula, paano natin nakukuha? Okay, first dito, ang ating first term. Yan. And then, the common difference is 4. So, lalagay lang natin ang plus 4n minus 4. Okay? So, plus 4n minus 4. Then, simplify, we have 4n minus 9. Okay, so to check, use n is equal to 2. If we get an answer of negative 1, then correct tayo sa ating sequence or sa nth term ng ating sequence. So, a sub 2 is equal to 4. Okay, 4. Saan kinuha ang 4? Dito. Times 2, yung n natin, minus 9. So, we have 8 minus 9 is equal to negative 1. For n is equal to 5, can we get 11? Okay, so we have a sub 5 is equal to 4, balik dito, times 5 for our n minus 9 minus 9. So we have 20 minus 9 is equal to 11. So correct. So therefore a sub n is equal to 4n minus 9. Consider another sequence. 1, negative 2, negative 5, negative 8, negative 11, and so on. What is the nth term for a sub n? So we have in our sequence, a sub 1 is 1, and the common difference is negative 3. How did we get negative 3? So negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Negative 5 minus negative 2 is negative 3. Negative 8 minus negative 5 is negative 3. Negative 11 minus negative 8 is negative 8. So, paano kukunin ang ating initial equation? Kukunin ang first term, a sub 1, minus the common difference, 3. So, minus 3n, minus the negative 3. So, kanina, ginawa natin is plus. Okay? Plus, kasi positive ang ating d. So, plus, then followed by minus. Plus and minus. Okay, so dito, so nagkakaroon tayo ng minus kasi minus siya. Then, minus pa rin, pero minus negative. So, magiging 1 minus 3n plus 3 equals 4 minus 3n. So, that is our sequence. So, to check, use n is equal to 2 if we get an answer of negative 2. So, a sub 2 is negative 4. So, 4, a sub 2 is equal to 4 minus 3 times 2. So, we have 4 minus 2 is equal to negative 6. So, for n is equal to 5, we get negative 11. So, we have a sub 5 is equal to 4 minus 3 times 5. So, equals 4 minus 15. So, negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. So, 4 minus 15 is negative 11. So, therefore, our nth term of the sequence is 4 minus 3n. Now, how to get the general nth term of an arithmetic sequence? Okay, consider the sequence 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28, 31. Okay, so we have here our table. So sa itaas, meron tayo n or the number of terms. So there are 10 terms. Okay, so our a sub n 10 terms. Okay, in the next table, inulit lang natin. Pinangalanan natin ang a sub 1 natin on the first term natin ay 4. Ang second term or a sub 2 ay 7. Yun, inulit lang natin yung pagkakasulat. And then, continuous tayo hanggang sa nth term. Hindi natin alam kung ano na ang nth term. So, ito yung ating problema. Okay. In the third row, inulit natin paano na-obtain yung ating term. Yung pagkakasunod-sunod niya. Paano na-obtain yung 7, paano na-obtain yung 13. So, let's recall that nag-start tayo ng 4. Para maging 7, nag-add tayo ng 3. Para maging 10, nag-add din tayo ng another 3. So, 4 plus 3, 7. Another 3, 10. So, next plus 3, nagiging 13. Plus 3, nagiging 16. Then, continuous tayo. Ilang 3 na dito. Dapat meron tayong 4 plus at 5 3's. Okay? Then, inulit naman natin yung pagkakasulat. Third row. So, instead na 4 plus 3, magiging 4 plus 1 times 3. Meaning, mayroon tayong isang 3. Next, dito, meron tayong 4 plus 2 times 3. Meaning, dalawang 3. Ginamitan lang natin ng distributive property. So, dalawang 3. Tapos dito, 4 plus 3 times 3, tatlong 3. Then, 4 plus 4 times 3. Kasi meron tayong 4 na 3. So, dito sa a sub 6, ano dapat? Meron tayo 4 plus 5 times 3, and so on. Okay? Next, inulit na naman natin. Ginawa naman natin siyang more general. Okay. So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng 4? Ang 4 natin sa ating equation ay tinatawag natin first term or a sub 1. At ano ba ang tawag natin dito sa 3? Ang 3 natin ay ang common difference. Diba? So, paano nakuha natin ito, yung second term? 4 plus 3 meaning the first term plus the common difference. Okay? Next, the third term. Okay, so ano ba ang 4? That is the first term plus 2 times d. So d natin is the common difference. And then, the fourth term, yung a sub 1 natin is the 4. Yung 3 natin is yung coefficient. At saka yung 3 na sa loob ay ang common difference. Then, sa fifth term natin, a sub 5, we have ganun pa rin, first term, plus 4 times the common difference. So, alam nyo na ano yung nasa 6. Dapat, a plus 1 plus 5d. Okay? So, balikan natin. So, what is the relationship of the numerical coefficient of d and the subscript of a? So, ano daw yung relasyon ng numerical coefficient of d? Ano yung relasyon ng number sa tabi ng d at ng subscript ng a, yung number sa ilalim ng a? Ano yung relasyon nila? So, tingnan natin dito sa ating dito wala tayong d. So, ang coefficient natin ng d is automatic 0. So, meron tayong 0, meron tayong 1. Dito naman, ang coefficient ng d ay 1. Ano ang relasyon nila? Ano yung magiging connection ng dalawa? Ng 2 at saka 1 dito. Ng 2 dito at saka 3. Ng 3 dito at saka 4. Ng 4 dito at saka ng 5. So, ano yung relationship nila? Okay? May naisip? Okay, so the numerical coefficient of b is less than 1 of the subscript of a. Hence, for subscript n, the numerical coefficient of b is n minus 1. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Yung numerical coefficient daw ng b ay palagi nababawasan ng isa sa numerical sa number ng or the subscript ng letter A. So, halimbawa, dito sa ating fifth term, kung fifth term siya, ang katabi ng D ay 4, minus 1 palagi. Dito naman 4. So, ang katabi ng D ay 3. So, 4 plus minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3. Dito naman sa 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. So, yun yung relationship ng subscript at ng coefficient ng common difference. See, it is always n minus 1. So, the numerical coefficient of D is n minus 1. Palagi siyang n minus 1. Okay, so therefore, the nth term of the arithmetic sequence a sub n is equal to, okay, so a sub 1, the first term, and then dito, numerical coefficient niya ay n minus 1 times the common difference. So, ito yung sinasabi kanina na relationship, n minus 1 times the common difference, where a sub 1 is the first term, d is the common difference, and n is the number of terms. Okay, arithmetic means. Okay. The terms between two consecutive terms of an arithmetic sequence is called an arithmetic means, meaning yung may dalawang or meron tayong hindi magkakasunod na number, tapos mag-insert tayo na number sa gitna nila na dapat ay arithmetic means or arithmetic sequence. Ang tawag sa kanila ay arithmetic means. So, paano ba natin malalaman na ang sequence natin ay arithmetic sequence kapag meron silang common difference. Okay? Nagkakaroon tayo ng common difference. So let's have an example. Find 3 arithmetic means between negative 3 and 25. So meaning, ito meron pa tayong tatlong number sa gitna ng 3 at 25 or negative 3 at 25. So since we are required to insert 3 arithmetic means, then there will be 5 terms in all. So ito na, negative 3, tapos yung tatlo na i-insert natin, plus 5. So these 3 are called arithmetic means. So our n is equal to 5. Our first term is negative 3. And our fifth term is 25. So we are looking for D. Bakit hinanap natin yung D? Kasi dapat arithmetic sequence siya. So kailangan natin malaman ang D. Okay, so let's try to solve. So use the formula of A5, A sub 5 is equal to A sub 1 plus 40 to solve for D. Saan kinuha ang A sub 5 is equal to A sub 1 plus 40? So remember, yung sa ating relationship, kung n is equal to 5, o dun sa sequence natin, yung coefficient dapat ng d natin ay minus 1. So kung 5 dito, minus 1 tayo dito. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Kaya ito yung ating sequence na formula or definition ng sequence natin. Okay? Then substitute the known values to the equation and simplify. So first, A5 is equal to 25 equals the first term is negative 3 plus 4b. Then simplifying, we have 25 plus 3 kasi nag-add tayo ng additive addition property of equality. So inverse ng negative 3 is positive 3. So simplifying, we have 28 is equal to 40, then dividing both sides of the equation by 4. So we have d is equal to 7. Using the value of d, we can get the values of second term, third term, and the fourth term. So thus we have a sub 2 is equal to negative 3 plus 1 times 7. So saan kinuha yan? Dito siya kinuha. So 2 naman tayo. So first term is negative 3. So since 2 yan siya dito, dapat ang coefficient ng ating d is 1. Minus 1 palagi. So simplifying, we have the answer is 4. For third term, so a sub 3 is equal to negative 3. Kasi ito yung first term natin, negative 3, plus 2 ito dito kasi mag-minus 1 tayo palagi sa coefficient ng ating d. So 3 man ang ating n, so minus 1, this will be the coefficient of our d. So 2 times 7 is 14 minus 3 is 11. Okay, a sub 4 is equal to negative 3 plus 3 times 7. 4 ang ating subscript. So, ang katabi ng ating common difference ay minus 1, 3. Okay, so this is equal to 18. So, 3 times 7 is 21 minus 3 is 18. Okay, so yun lang ang tandaan natin. We always look for the subscript ng ating term. Then, minus 1 yan. Yan yung magiging coefficient ng ating d. Okay, so the three arithmetic means between negative 3 and 25 are 4, 11, and 18. So if we are going to subtract, 4 minus negative 3 is 7. 11 minus 4 is 7. 18 minus 11 is 7. And 25 minus 18 is 7. So arithmetic sequence is that. So we have here find 4 arithmetic means between 10 and negative 5. So n is equal to 6. Bakit sa 6? Kasi meron tayong 4 na i-insert plus yung dalawang terms natin. So we have 6. First term is 10. The sixth term is negative 5. And let's look for the common difference. Use the formula a sub 6 is equal to a sub 1 plus 5d to solve for d. Bakit? Nagiging 5 kasi ang n natin dito ay 6. So minus 1 times 5. So substitute the known values to the equation and simplify. So we have negative 5 is equal to 10 plus 5b. Simplifying, so mag, uh, adding both sides of the equation by negative 10. So we have negative 15. Pag simplify, divide both sides by 5. So we have negative 3. The common difference is 3. So using the value of d, we can get the values of the second, the third, and the fourth, and the fifth terms of our arithmetic sequence. So we have a sub 2 is equal to 10 plus, kasi since 2 dito, dapat 1. Then the common difference, negative 3. Which is equal to 7. So 10 minus 3 is 7. A sub 3 is equal to 10 plus 2 times negative 3. So 3, 2 minus 1. And the common difference. This is the first term. Okay? So the same with the fifth term. Sa fifth term natin, the first term, minus 1 palagi dito. Minus 3 times negative 3, the common difference is equal to negative 2. 10 minus minus 12 is negative 2. Okay, so the four arithmetic means between 10 and negative 5 are 7, 4, 1, and negative 2. Exercises. Okay, you may pause this video for you to answer. Okay, madali lang ito. And then, another set, we have this one. And for the answer and solution to these exercises can be found on the link below. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a nice day.